Hey y'all, hey! Today is part two of the Christmas benches. So let's go and get into it.
A journey through time.
Hey y'all, hey! Welcome to Journey Through Time. My name is Wendy. If you're oldie but goodie, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. I'm in here trying to clean up, but this is part two of the Christmas Sleighs. I've already done two off camera. Dressed them up pretty cute, I think. Not my best work, but you know, I did what needed to be done. So now I'm going to show you how to do you one. Okay, so I'm making three of them, so we're going to do one on camera. All right, so let's go and get into it. Okay, so let's go and see if we can decorate this thing real quick. I did do two. I'm not really pleased with them, but I did do two off camera. Okay, this is one right here that I did. Just put some little decorations on it, little bows. And here's another one that I did. Just showing you different ways you can, color it up, and you could really do anything. The sky's the limit when it comes to decorating things. So it's not my best work, personally, I don't think, but I did get them done. Okay, so first things first. This is our sleigh. So what we're going to do is take it and put some glue on the one side that we need it on first. Okay, just take some hot glue and just go all around it, just like this. Okay, get your right side that you need to go on it. Try your best to get it on the first time around. So this one here, I'm doing all red on the side of it. And I'm pushing it down once the glue is on it. Just like that. If your cut is off a little bit, that is fine. Okay. My cuts be off all the time. Okay. If you see a piece that did not stick, go back and try to get it stuck the best you can. Kind of like that. Okay. So go flip it onto the other side. And we're going to do the exact same thing. Get some glue. Glue the sides on down real quick. Just like this. Get your matching side and put it on. And you can move it around while the glue is still wet. So make sure you do that, because mine is never lined up the way I need it to be lined up when I sit it down. So I just do the best that I can and keep it moving. Okay, so I got it on one side and I got it on the other side. So both sides are glued down. So the next thing you do is we're going to do the inside. So I'm going to do the inside green. We already measured this, remember? And it sits in just like that. So mine is in there. And so what I'm going to do is just take and glue it in there a little bit. Hold it down. Grab me another glue stick. Pop one in there. And drop a few drops back there in the back. Just like that. Push it down and move it around however I need to move it around. Just like that. Okay, so I also decided to have the back part of it green. But before I do that, I'm going to do the two sides. And I wanted that to be the gold. So remember I told you to lean it in just a little bit Just a little bit to get it to go in there like you want it to. This is what I meant. And sometimes you got to like push it in there a little farther down for it to go in like you want it. So it's a little bit of moving around and stuff. So don't be hard on yourself while you're doing this. Like I said, this really is supposed to be something fun, but it can also be challenging. Okay. So now the glue is in there. I'm gonna, it's trying to show you guys, but it's kind of hard to, hold on. It's kind of hard to show you whenever, I almost put the wrong one in there. It's hard to show you when, I'm trying to put it in here at the same time and not let my glue dry up on me. But this is what I mean. And just push it down in there. You could take one of your knives if you want to. It depends on how precise you want it. Or if you just want something to help you push it down in the corners. Okay. Get that red out of there. Push it down in the corners like so. And then take your knife. And hopefully it'll work for you. Mine don't always. But cut that little extra piece out. Like you see, mine didn't work just then. So I'm just going to take my scissors. I don't work the things to death anyway. So I can't even be mad. Just like that. And now we have one side in there, the gold side in there. So I want the gold side on the other side also. This is my other piece that we made. Make sure I turn it right. Go on and apply our glue like we did on the other side. Same way. Take it. Stick it on in there. Move it around the way you want it to be. And then press it in. Just like that. Okay. Now, don't worry about the hangovers and all that you see, because we'll clean that up at the end of the video when we start to clean up our work. Okay. So just cut it in the crease if you need to. Pull out the extra. Move it around a little bit. Okay. Now we got our two sides in and we got our bottom in. So now let's put our back part on. The back part of the seat. And we have all these because we've already measured them in the first video. If you did not see that video, the card should be popping up somewhere on how to get your pieces together for this. Okay. So I have two pieces for this size. And the reason for that is one is for the back and one is for the front. Now one's supposed to be shorter than the other, and it's this one. So the shortest one's supposed to actually be in here. Okay. So you can push it up like this here. And if it looks like it's overlapping and you don't want that to happen, just go ahead on and cut some of it down before you even put it in there. That way you don't have to use your knife or something to clean it up back there. Kind of like this here, which I feel like I need to cut a little bit more. I'm going to cut it on this side. Just a little more. Got some glue on my scissors now. Okay. Kind of like that there. And it should fit perfectly. So get you some glue. Stick the glue in there. You know, just enough to hold your glitter foam down. Slide it in there. And you can rearrange it the way you want to once you have it in the little slot. You can push it down if you need to. In the corner if you need to. Okay. Just like that. All right. So we got the inside done pretty much, right? Yeah, I know we have the overhang. We're not even going to worry about that right now. So let's go to the back side of this. And we know we need to put our backing on here. We need to put the two little pieces on the back. So let's do that first. So this is the pieces, these awkward looking pieces I had you cut out previously. You're just sticking it in here just like this. This is how it's supposed to fit in the back of your chair. Okay, it's supposed to have a little overhang so it can match up with the front part of your chair. So we're gonna put a little glue here, or a lot of glue here. We're gonna slide it in there best we can. Make sure the overhang is where it's supposed to be and hold it, and then take the rest of it and push it up against the corner of your chair. Just mush it in with that glue on the corner of your chair, kind of like that. Just take your knife or your scissors and just push it in. Okay, so it should be in there already. And then if you see the division of where they're supposed to meet, you could cut that there. I'm gonna cut a little farther away from it, like that. And you see, this is that piece and this is the other piece. Now, if you're very accurate with your cutting, I'm gonna try it, but I'm not. And then you can, cut it right on the line, and it should still work fine. Okay, so if it glued down already in that spot, then you're good to go. If it didn't, then you might want to go ahead on and apply some more glue until it sticks for you. Okay, so we're gonna do the other side the same exact way. You can size it up first and grab your piece, stick it in there just like that, making sure you got the right side, because it's very easy to not. Then you add your glue. Okay, and you take your piece, slide it on in there, put that little hook where I was telling you to put it, and hold it with your finger so it don't move, and slide the other piece behind your chair. You can push it in with your hand. Okay, and then just take something, your scissors or something sharp, and help you mush it in the corners over there so that it sticks the way you want it to stick, just like that. So the same thing at the edge of this. We're going to take this, cut this off, this little extra little lip that we had. We don't need it anymore, so cut it off. It come off, okay, and then we can kind of glue our pieces together right here at the seam, if you haven't done that already. Okay, so now we're ready to put our back on. We have those in there, so we have a long piece and a short piece. Of course, we need the short piece in the very back of the chair, which goes right here. Show you. Just like that. Bring it down a little further. Just like that. So you size it up to make sure it's the size you need it to be. Mine's a little big, so I'm going to cut it down a little bit. Just like this. Go back. And see if I can get it to go in there now. Okay. Not as snug, but it's just the way I want it to be. So now I'm going to leave it right here, and all I'm going to do is flip this up, and I'm going to put some glue in the back right here. Press it down. Hold it a little. Flip it over. I'm going to put some glue on the front right here. And press it down and hold it. Just like that. Okay. So, just moving right along. We're going to go on and get the rest of this bottom done. We're going to take this last piece right here, and we're going to size it up. We can leave that paper there, that's fine. Or you could take it off, it's your choice. But we can put it just like this here and lay it down in there so we can see if we measured it right. And when you bring it up to the front, it should be a little overhang in the front. So mine's a little snug once again. So I'm going to cut mine down a little bit on one side only. Sometimes I have a tendency to cut off too much, but that's okay. I'll put it back in here again, slide it back up where I need it to be, pull it down like that, really tight, and I'm satisfied with that. So now all we have to do, if you have yours already in there, is glue it down. You don't have to do the whole thing, but you know, glue your front part down, you know, press, 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 flip it to the back, glue your back part down, get another glue stick. Okay, and glue your back part down right here, just like that, and then just press, press, press until you get it to stay, just like that. Okay, now we got some extra right here. So with this extra, you can do one or two things. You can just add some glue to it and fold it in, which that's what I'm going to do. Or you could just cut it off and try to dress it up some kind of way. But me, I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm going to just fold it up, you know, just like that. Add a little glue and just fold it just like that. Take my scissors. Okay. Just like that. Press, press. Just like that. Okay. Okay. So we got that on, right? So now we need to put our teardrops on. I call them teardrops. I don't know why, but we need to put those here on each side, right? And then we need to put the bottoms on the bottom of this. Okay. So how we do this is we take the right size, whichever one's supposed to go on whichever side, which mine's go just like this. Okay. And bump it in just like that. Hold that like we did the other piece, and then you're gonna slide it up against it like that so it will fit perfectly. Okay, so I'm gonna take some glue, put it there, and run it right here. I'll take this in here, get it in the area that I need it in, and I'm gonna try to push it in under there like so, just like that. Hold it with one finger and take the other side and pull it in closer to the sleigh. Okay, that way it looks a little more seamless. If you couldn't get it all the way in there, that's fine. It is at the bottom of it. You can push it in with your scissors if you need to, kind of like how we've been doing everything else, and it should be in there just like that. We're going to do the other side same way. Gonna go ahead on and add the glue. Take the little teardrop, put it in there. We're going to slide this part in there first. Hold it with our finger and bring the rest of it to the edge of the sleigh. Now, if you cut it a little short, that's fine. You could still bring it in as much as possible because what you don't use will be cut off anyway. So, where I was short right here, I pulled some of it in. Okay. Now it's in there. Both sides are in. Okay. So, we got all that in there. Okay, before we clean it up real good, we got two more things to put on. And we're going to use the green, okay, for the inside. But first, if you brought your little things all the way down like I did, you're going to have to cut the pieces off of them because they are long. But I wasn't sure about how far to go down. So now that we're there, we can cut those off. Okay, so in order to make sure that this fits just the way we want it to fit, because one is for one side and one is for the other side. This is the big side and this is the small side. This is the big side of this and this is the small side. So the first thing you want to do is you want to put the glue right here at the edge of it and glue that before you do anything else. Don't glue anything else but the end right here. Put the glue all along that and the line that connects it. That's it. Okay, get your right side that you want and put it just like that and just press down on it to get it to hold it in place for you. Okay, this is how it should look. Just press it. If you need to move it, this is your chance to move it while it's hot. Okay, but once it solids up, it's it. That's it. It's not moving. Okay, and once you've done that, then you can go and cut off the, if you added enough of glue, you can cut off any of the extra that's hanging over, or you could glue it to your teardrop at the bottom, which I think on this side I'm going to glue it to the teardrop. Just going to press it down with the scissors and glue it to that. Okay, and so we have this part of this in here. All right, now I know you're like, well, how are we going to get the rest of that because we have the poles? Well, I was looking at that. Now with the other ones, I just made a slit in it and did it that way. But what I'm thinking for this is make the slit instead of the outside like I've been doing it. Make the slit from the inside, right there where the little curve goes in, right? And then see if you can slide it around and bring it just like this. I'm trying to hold it as I do it, just like that. That's how it should look if you made a slit right here. Okay, then you can take it and wrap it around that stick. And then once you do that, take some glue and go on and get it glued down. Okay, take it back around, turn it and hold it until it's the way you want it to be. Okay, and that's how it should look if you manage to get it like that. Let's do it again on this side. Okay, so you see you have this right here. So instead of cutting on this side like I did the other two, cut right here where you have the curve. Make a slit, not all the way through, just a little bit. Okay, then take it and go around it this way and then tighten it up with your hand to make sure that the curl will go all the way around like that. And you might not have enough curl, and if you don't, you could always add more to it. And then just get you some glue and glue her down. Okay, take it and pull it. Once you pull it, just hold it really tight until it stays in place for you. And that's how it should look, your bottom on that side. Now we got one more to do, and then we can clean it up and make it look all pretty. Okay, so now this side is the same way. Measure up your sides. You see you got the big, make sure you see you got the big here, you have the little here, you have the big there and the little here. So first thing you do is take your glue, run the glue at the bottom of the sleigh just like that. Put it on the two lines that connects the sleigh to the bottom. And then you just put your bottom piece down first and hold it and press it in real good, making sure you got the placement that you want to have it at. Okay, pick it up so y'all can see a little better, just like that. and then just press it in real good. And like I said, if you have any extras, you can cut it off now if you want to. If it really bothers you, you can cut it off now. Or you could wait and cut it off when we get ready to cut off all the other stuff. Now the same thing on the circles. You're going to come from the inside, make a slit, and you're going to pull it around like that. Okay? Hold it with your hand and try to stretch it, because it will stretch for you to go all the way around. And then glue it. Okay? So I'm going to put some glue there. Glue and glue. Then I'm going to take it around, hold it, do a little stretch, pull it, and then I'm going to hold it right there until I feel like it is stuck together. Once it's stuck, I can let it go, and that's what we have. Okay? On this side, we're going to do the exact same thing. Go in the little slit, go in the crease and cut the slit. Make it go around like this, and then we're going to glue it on. So I'm going to go ahead on and put the glue on first. Okay, swing it around. I'm gonna hold it best I can, smush it into that glue, just like that. Now see how we did that? So we have all the wrapping on. So now we got to dress it up and clean it up. Okay? Okay, so I didn't want to record all of me taking all this off on camera because it takes forever, I feel. So I just left a little edge on so you can see what I was talking about though. So all you're gonna do is go around and clean all the overlay that you have on your sleigh, just like that. Anything extra that's just hanging off, you can go on and cut that off. And so once you cut that off, you know, most of your areas will be kind of clean. And then you can kind of dress it up. You could put some trim on it if you want, or you could just put, you know, some bling on it, or, you know, the sky's the limit to whatever you choose to do. But that's all this is about, is just cutting off the extra. And you see I'm lifting it up where I didn't even glue it down good on the sleigh. So I'm trying to cut right here. You're not going to always get it perfect, but you can get close to it. You know, you can do the best you can, and that'd be good enough. All right. So I got that part off. And then over here on this side, I can cut this down just a little bit before I glue it back on. Don't want to cut it too much because I noticed when I put my trim on, it seems to sink in the chair a little bit, and I don't want that to happen again. So it's a trial and error for me as well. Okay, it's my first time actually trying this, but I just thought it would be a cute thing. This is something that you could possibly, you know, go into a company event. You could make some of these and put some candy in it, or, you know, something simple. You could take to the job and, you know, just being festive during the Christmas parties or celebrations or anything. Just something cutesy to try, even with the kids. So I'm going in and where I done pulled up some of the foam, and I'm going in and gluing it back down. Okay, so this is as clean as I can possibly get it right now. So all you see is the lining now. So basically, you're gonna pick your colors that you want. If you decide you want to trim it out, Then you pick your colors and you trim it up. Okay. Um, this one here is green and red with a little, what is that, gold in the middle on the side seat. So since I didn't feature too much gold, that's what I think I'm gonna trim it out with. So how I do it, there's another way you could do it better than this, but first we're gonna do this. We're gonna go ahead on and cut a nice clean line. I'm not good with lines. I think y'all know that. If y'all watch any of my other videos, I complain about this all the time. But cut your line as straight as you can. Like that. Okay. And this is going to be a trim. So what you're going to do is you're going to start wherever you want to start. Okay. And you're just going to go on down with it and trim it out and dress it up. That's it. If you don't think that's wide enough, because sometimes I don't cut it wide enough, go back and cut you a bigger piece and go back in, because you can always cut that extra off. So now watch what I do. I'm going to cut a bigger piece. I'm still going to keep that one though, because I can use it for something else on here. So much bigger piece, right? And I know it's too big for this, but what I could do, I could still put it on here. You know what I'm saying? And bring it down. And then I can cut it off on the inside of the chair. That's all. But what I like to do with these bigger pieces instead is I like to add them to my wheel, my sleigh, the bottom of it. So add me a little hot glue right here at the bottom. You're not going to get that thing all the way in there. At least I didn't. You possibly could. Glue all the way around. It's about right here. I take this thick piece and I slide it up in there just like that. And I lay this on top, kind of like that. Take my scissors and try to press it in there the best that I can, just to get it in there. And I bring it where you only see, hold on. I bring it where you can only see me turning it this way for the inside. So the inside is where I'm gonna cut off all the extra, not the outside. So if I cut too much, it will be on the inside of the sleigh and not the outside. So then I just go on down and do it all the way around. Okay. Just like that. That's how I did the others. Slide it in if it's not in good enough for you, or if your outside piece is not going in, then push it in the way you want it. You control this wagon. Okay. So, and just keep going until you put it on every single thing you want it on. That's what I mean by dressing it up your way. Okay. So, whoop, I'm forever getting burnt by this hot glue. So you just press it on just like that. All right. And then you have your bottom on here. And then you can go back and clean that up as well. But you could at least go ahead on and put your bottom on and do it all the way around the chair, to your liking, of course. And then clean it up. Okay. So that's basically what I'm going to do to the remainder of this. In the remainder of this video is put the trim on. And once I'm done, I'll come right back. All right, y'all. We finally finished part 2. Okay. And this is the finished product that we did together. Of course, off camera, I put the trim on, but I showed you how we put it on. This is nothing fancy or anything like that, but I just thought it would be a really cute craft to try to create. So it's gold on one side and green on another. And then you can also decorate it the way you want to. And so I decided to do 3 of them. And here they are. And I think they're adorable. They're pretty cute. So now what I'm gonna do on part 3 is we're just gonna put some goodies inside of them. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on part 3. Talk to you soon.